welcome to Friday, the 7th of February, 2025. This is the Breakfast Club, and I'm ThetaWaveTrader, like you, like everybody else who's remaining calm, focused, in control of trades. Getting into that theta wave mindset, my friends. Good morning, and what a heck of a morning that was with the NFP this morning. Look at that sucker. Look at that wick. If you wanted to go short on that, that ripped through you. If you wanted to go long on that, that ripped through you. So welcome to NFP. All right. Let's pull back a bit here and see what we're dealing with. I'd like to see that go higher from here. I agree with you, Hadi. My friend, I agree. So far, it looks like it's going higher. On the hourly chart, we're back above it again. On the 1 minute chart, we're back above that as well. We've retapped. We're above. Yeah, I'd like to see that go long from there. This means you're just ignoring this wick. We've got a higher high. We've got a reverse. Yeah, I'd expect to see that go from there.
Order filled.
I like that spot. We've already revisited this. There's a tiny one here. I'm going to wait till we... I want to see us get out of here. I'm going to wait on that one. Right now we're inside this small one. About here and here. Let's look at the daily. See what we're dealing with on the daily here. Then we're going to get through some other charts in case my buddy Gary's watching. He says, man, you spend a lot of time on that NASDAQ. So he gets bored of watching this NASDAQ going nowhere. So we're trying to move it around a bit for some of our other viewers. Yeah, we're right inside this gap here. See how we're just smashing around inside it? They've just really holding back on trying to get through these equal highs here, hey? When they make a run on those, it's going to be quick and fast, I think. And this little upside objective we're looking for here. So I'd like to see that. We'll keep it on the 1 hour chart for that to see if we maintain some continuation to the upside. That guy just finally posted my Bitcoin trades from like a week ago, like Friday, Sunday. he's posting them now, which does absolutely no good to anybody. So I don't know why he even posts them. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm out of that site. They clearly don't want any setups. They just look like they're trying to sell Bitcoin or sell computers that you can mine Bitcoin with, and they're not actually interested in trading it. So, oh, where are we going here? Yes. The next upsides. Just keep those in mind for the hourly. That'll get us for the rest of the day. You want to see us eat through the wick now. We're more than 50% of this wick, so we'll see what the 9:30 to 10 range gives us. You're stuck inside here right now for ES. Need threshold. Looking for this next upside objective for natural gas. Copper. Do we get anything for copper in terms of fib projection? Let that go. Only after years it decides to just rock it. That's hilarious. Finally, wheat hit the objective we were looking for box to box. Box them with wheat. I would like to see. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing a little Just doing a little housekeeping on my live chart here. Okay. What we got here? Wheat. Let's see if wheat comes back into, I'm interested in this level with wheat right now. Let's see if we hold there. And right there. Between the sticks, it's got to stay between the sticks there. Cocoa's hit our box already. Oh, that's good. This has hit our box here, taking out the lows, what we're looking for here. Now we'll see how it acts in here because we've got this smart money reversal or risk sell. So I like this whole idea of taking out this from a CAM model 1 perspective and then coming back to this and starting a nice market maker sell profile back into the consolidation here, or at least I'd be aiming for this box. So that would be box to box right here. See how we've traded below it? We've come back inside it. There's box to box, cattle trading. That's where my downside objective would be the moment we close below here today. If we just pop it down in, we start down in here, come back up, then I'm looking for a short for the rest of the next week in cattle. Crude oil. Do you want to see this really start to accelerate through here now? I would have to get through, you go all the way back to here. It's hit that this morning. This was the perfect entry this morning for a long continuation. This just been choppy as hell in here, but it looks long. We can get above here now. Tap. That might be worth a long right there. I'm just going to put my little box right here. If we can come back and tap this for the discount side of this range now. So just pull your fib tool on this. This would be, I'd like to see this just for get it instead of paying a premium for it. Look for a 50%, which would bring you right back into these old equal highs here. You could retap these old highs or closes and opens. Come back into this one more time. That would be 50%. Catch a little discount before going higher. That's where I've been looking. And these guys here, I would like to see we've ran through, one runs through here and here. You come back to this one, not this one. Continuation, box to box trading inside this range, completed right here. And you see it close above it. Great. If it comes back inside it, take it long again so you can still stay in line with the trade, and you're aiming for this box here. So gold, I'm looking for more upside in gold to there-ish. And if you can get on top of that, then there's your box-to-box trading. Not quite box-to-box here, but this discount array to premium array. And you're right up in the premium. So as soon as that touches that, high five yourself, celebrate. And if you can get through here and use this for support, look for a long on the high, because once you break this high, you don't have to look for a mean threshold of a candle here, because this last up close candle is also the one that you're looking to get through. So you're already in the mean threshold of that candle is probably near the mean threshold of this imbalance. So if we can get through this and come back, find support at it and start pushing higher, I'd like to see that take out these highs, equal highs above you. So looking for a run on gold higher. And Bitcoin took the low, came off of something in here. Must have been a 1 minute chart then. What am I looking for here? Oh, Gary's like, just press the button. There you go. This was the 8:30 response to NFP. If you ignore the wick after, now, it sounds like I'm custom making it, but if you ignore the wick like we're doing in all the other charts, then as soon as it breaks this high with a body right here, comes back, gives it a little kiss right off of here, continues going higher. You'd have to ignore the wick though for the NFP. That's all manipulation there going on, right? So all these guys who want to go short, you quickly come down and clean out all the longs that still want to go long on this. Clean them out, clean out the shorts, pair them up with the longs, and then just rip it north. $2,000. So let's say you came in here and you're looking for it to come back to, let's say, an old high here. Creates that order block, fair value gap. Now, if you come back just to inside here, you go institutional order flow entry drill. Look for 50% of the wick or 50% of the BISI, and which is just a fair value gap at this point. Look for 50% of that. Look for 75% closure of that. And then the last hope is this one here. And you want to see the rest of it stay open as like this breakaway, right? And you got little breakaways down here. But those are the things that kind of go through every time you bust out with a bigger candle above these old highs. Like you get two of them in a row, you go, okay, if this whole idea of it running higher on one candle and it runs through several PD arrays, you always take the last one before going higher, and it doesn't come all the way back down to the bottom one. But the majority of the time it takes the last one that broke and then continues going higher. 1, 2. So if you get two of them that is forming and you don't get a retrace onto here, and you don't get a retrace onto here, and then it creates this little order block, this propulsion type candle, and then also it just comes down to the institutional order flow. So you're looking for there and there, and if you get a kickoff, and then you start to clear this next little fair value gap here, you go, great, now if I can get back off of this guy, I get my confirmation. And there you do. So it pops up again, comes back, gives you a little kiss. You've got your confirmation there was an institutional order flow entry drill, or 50%, and then you can continue going higher. So what are you saying? So where's it going then? There you go. There's your upside objective. I want to see this come back down into here now. Pick this up again. I'd love to pick this up in this discount box here. Then I'll take that for a little run. Disney. Craig, what the hell's going on with Disney? Look at this. Change of direction, reversal right here. You don't get a chance to tap it. You're just shy of tapping it. So you wait, and you gotta wait for this order block or it to clear these highs. Because you're already in the premium portion of that range already. If you're not getting a discount in here, then wait for the high to get taken, come back, find support at it, and then look for a larger range. So even though you got this one right here, see how your body closes above it? Then this one goes, whoop, comes down and gives it a little kiss. That's all I can see there in terms of following a rule to continue going higher. If that gap's down now, I'd be looking for a hunt below here. You do not want to see this get taken down here. And I don't want to see 50% of that order block there get taken on the downside. So those are the kind of things I'm looking for right now. So I'd look for something like, I don't see it come below there. And the worst case scenario is right there. If it comes below that, then we're digging into this again. This and this. I'm looking for Walgreens to recover from here. I'd like to see them push back into this from box to box trading in there. And sorry about your AMD, whoever had that one, it's still kind of slowly augering down. This is a daily chart and it doesn't look good here. Let's have a look at, see how far your AMD is going to come. Oof. Here's your downside. If you're boxing this sucker, you're looking $97, $98. Now, if you've married this, and like some of us, you start to see it come down and you go, oh, maybe it'll recover here. Maybe it'll recover here. Maybe it'll recover here. Oh, I'm in so deep now. And you go into that desperation mode of, oh, when does it end? When does the pain end? Maybe I'll just buy it on the way down and just keep dollar cost averaging my loss into the ground. If you lose this one here below 99.66 to 64, if you close below that, you're heading down here below these lows, and then the next punishment level is like way down in here, other than the fair value gaps, obviously, the BISIs. But yeah, I'll be waiting for any reversal and a definite break in market structure with a big displacement before considering getting back into that one. Oh, the banks, Gary, the banks, my friend. What are we going to do with the banks? He's like, I don't care. I have them. I have them way lower than what the price is, so I'm in the money, which is good. I'm happy for him. I like to hear people smashing it. I got nothing for banks right now. Same old from yesterday. Here's a couple of other ones Gary and I were talking about last night. Citibank. I've got Citibank's upside is 91.84. We get above here in a close today, and we use this for support, and this little gap in here is support. So I want to see something like this. California dreaming. I don't know why that's going on in my head, but whatever. I like to see this, then this, then I'm going to exaggerate this move. There's obviously going to be lots of bouncing around in there, but that's what I like to see. Pop, pop, find support at this, inside that gap. You do not want to see that gap get taken on the downside, and this low, it's totally off. This whole idea is off if we break this low here. If we break this low and use the bottom half of the fair value gap, or the gap here as support, we're going to come lower. That's my upside objective though for this, if we stay above the gap. And it's much more exciting if we can come back to the top of the gap and leave that portion open as a breakaway, a continuation breakaway. So anyway, and Ford. I posted this yesterday. What do you guys think of Ford? If you look at Ford on a monthly chart, we're using our same kind of setups. Reverse, reverse. You close right below it here, and then you open below it and come back into it. There's your low, or there's your premium box. Now, if you're going to go box to box, there's one small one right in here inside this range. So if you go from here, and this is why it happens on every chart, every asset class, doesn't matter what the hell you guys are looking at. It's always the same principle. So from here all the way down to here, you got that level right there. This imbalance here, you have to include it, and you have to include that all inside that busy. You pretty much have to come all the way back down to here. But you've traded through it here, came back, gave it a kiss, premium box. Discount box down here. Inside the small little range. Small little range right there. So as soon as you hit it, bang, you go through it. You go, great, range extension. You come back inside it, take it for a short, for a range extension. You aim for that, you take it. Oh, it takes you down all the way down to there. You go, great, pay yourself, pay yourself. Then all of a sudden it comes ripping all the way back up into another array. We do not have, so a little reversal right here. So you're looking on this side here now, and you're not seeing. I got 4 minutes to rip through the rest of these. I just want you to see, it doesn't trade all the way back through here, though the days will show it going through. The month does not. It pulls back. We would wait for make our decision at the end of the candle, which is at the end of the month. It ran up here, came back, stopped. You go, great. If it does this and stays below this level, I'm looking for this to go lower. It takes out this run here, lower, comes back inside it, and now we're looking for no range extension because we have nothing in here, right? So you're back and forth, back and forth. Either that's got to break or that's got to break. It takes to the downside, and now we're getting into this breaker here that takes out these lows. And now you're thinking, if we're going from box to box, here's the downside boxes. So if we get a downside, one of these downside boxes that holds price, I want to see on a daily chart a reversal pattern happening here on a daily. Catch that and start to run back up inside the range. So in this pays 8% dividends or something like that now. So it's 33 cents. So 33 cents on $5.80 some odd cents is, and that's per quarter. So you're looking at over 10% dividends on that. So anyway, that's how I'm kind of looking at stock investing and seeing if that gives you what you're looking for. Anyway, so same thing with Dodge. Dodge has the same downside objective for me. So if I see anything in here that gives me an opportunity for we're already in the discount box. I would like to see this little sucker down here. We visited it once. We went from box to box here, went higher, here, box, look at that. Teak, just taps it here, runs all the way through the discount box right there, box to box. Now it's traded below the box, coming back inside the box. Now I want to see it come down a little lower, take out the lows, extend the range. So if that makes any sense to you guys, one more minute and off we go. So buy side liquidity still for there. Let's hit that. US dollar, want to see US dollar start going down and give Canadian dollar a break. Let's try and get back up into here. I like to get above this high and that imbalance, and then start looking for box to box inside here. Look for 50% of the range, so on and so forth. Japanese yen, get up on top of this thing here, Mr. Yen, and get over on the old high here. I'd like to see that happen. Silver, high hole silver. Let's get back up into here. Let's get that 50% retagged here now. See what we can do with that. All right, here we go. Give me a discount. I'm not trusting this going higher just yet, so I want to see a discount inside this range. Pick up a discount. Lunch hour. We can take out the 9:30 can take out, or 10 o'clock can take out this 8:30 low. And then reverse. It'll give me a cleaner reverse than the upside. We are tapping off of this again, so it still feels light. Idea is still in the money, calling this one higher. All the time we're staying above here. Looks like we came down, tapped it one more time. And the D's on a run here. Oh, what's going on? Are we running for that candle? Ran the high out. So now we have a big displacement candle. We've taken out a high. Let's see how this acts. And it's a 32 candle. There's a 30 candle. There's a 32. So we can see a crazy Ivan trace back into these old highs and then go higher. That's what I want to see. And see how we've had this big displacement. We just talked about it on one of the other charts. You have this displace above, and then the next one does not come back and tap anything and displaces above again. Now I want to see if this creates a down candle, and then the institutional order flow entry drill for continuation to the upside. So if it just keeps marching away, then it marches without me. But there's a nice little perfect retracement back into that there. That's really nice. But it will give you an opportunity. So those of you right now who have this fear of missing out, you need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge that and say, look, he called it. Man, I should have taken Hadi's advice here and gone long, right? If it's not acting the way you want it to act, then wait for your setup. There's another one coming. Don't sweat it. There's another one coming. If you fear like you've missed out on that run, you need to put that emotion in check. It's Friday. If you're chasing after prices on a Friday and you keep taking losses, if this turns on you now and comes back down in that first hour or first half hour after 9:30, then you're looking for a beatdown, and you're just setting yourself up for some more pain. So just wait for a nice clean setup. Who's with us today? Who's first through the door this morning? There are 24 people in here. They're still waiting for the chat box to start up. So we're expecting the crazy Ivan reverse, but now this is where he comes back to see if anybody's behind him before he runs higher. And then you're looking for the next price leg higher from here to wherever that one comes. If it just comes back to tap that. And then, oh, we've had some chatters this morning. Okay, stand by. Hans first through the door this morning. Welcome, Hans. Adi, good morning. Let's go. Derek. Kevin, good morning. Let's rock it out today. Be careful with your rocking out with your socks out type of thing. So I took a long right there off of here. That reverse. You may have heard me clicking my button there. But right off of here, I'm looking for a long. It's like looking for that institutional order flow we were looking for here, but you had a fair value gap in your order blocks up here. So I want to see if this holds price now. Find some support inside here and use this as a propulsion to go higher. And now I'm moving into, just covered my trade. So just like over here, I don't want to see it come back through me now. So I'll just cover the cost of the trade and let it run. Look for a buy crude cheaper day. Good morning. Ford down there a bit this week. I agree Ford should go down. I'm looking for that definite sell side monthly run on that. That might be, Ford might be a nice long-term investment, but that's not telling you guys to buy it. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at. That's all. We are not talking about buying anything. Show us the carrot sway. We're looking for the carrot. See, I was digging into that. One candle, 1, 2, 3. Guess what's coming? Closed on it, so half that wick. That's all you want. It's got to get back through this mean threshold here now. Keep going higher. What else we got here? Kim shows a carrot looking to buy crude oil cheaper. I buy the dips in Disney. Abs, good morning. Only here for an hour. Got appointments this morning. Yeah, I'm only here. I'm going to one of those experimental kitchens. I don't know if you guys have them down there in the States or somewhere else in the world. They're kind of like all these chefs experimenting with new foods and they're trying new ideas and stuff. So that's like a restaurant. It's called an experimental kitchen or something like that. Blue Flame. And we're going there for 11:30. So I'm only here till 10:30 today, and then I'm out. And I'm going to go try that experimental thing. So Gary, if you're listening, I'll let you know what it's like, and we could all kind of meet up from our sailing group. We'll all meet up and do a little experiment potty. That's good. That song is a movie from Forrest Gump. California Dreaming. Yes. Morning team. Morning Dave Barry. Abs, thanks. We'll take a look at the 6 a.m. bus today. 6 a.m. bus. Where's the 6 a.m. bus? I put it on the. Oh yeah, yeah. I see it at 8:45. Come back and gave it a kiss there, hey? I'm going to put the 6 a.m. bus on here for everybody. This is the 6 a.m. bus right here. Burr, 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 burr. So it's taking me out already. I didn't want to see 50% of the wick, and it came back, just tapped me out. So I'm waiting. We're back to this mean threshold and this wick. So mean to mean, or consequent encroachment to mean threshold. So I'm waiting now for another opportunity. So I just took this small little run off here to right here. So I didn't really make a heck of a lot, but I got to stick with my rules, right? Looking for the 4-hour inversion up there. Yeah, enjoy doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's nice to see. It's Friday. Be careful. It's Friday, you guys. Usually people are taking their profits out of the market on a Friday. Who knows? But it's Friday. It's a non-farm payroll Friday. You may not get the big runs that you're expecting. So give yourself some breathing room. So I'd like to see this get above here and find some support inside this candle here. Small consolidation, pop, come back, give some support off the high. The open for a Cam 1 model continuation. Risk-free out, lovely, took buy-side liquidity. That's called a wife. Do you show, Merrick, do you show your trades live? I think those guys can answer your question there, Merrick. I'll tell you where I'm going to go in on a trade. I'm not going to show you on here. I want you to learn how to read price action. I will read it for you. I will give you signals. I will give you entry points, exit points. You pull the trigger. You don't need to see me pull the trigger on it to believe it. And if you do, stick around long for a while and you'll start to see it yourself, right as I call it. So don't focus on whether or not my trade's panning out or whether I'm telling you the truth about my trade. You decide for yourself whether or not what we're talking about is giving you the knowledge to see the logic behind our narrative. And you'll see guys, they're not in here worried about whether or not they see my trade. They want to see the logic and the narrative. They want to hear my narrative and they want to stay on price action. That's all this whole channel is about, is helping you develop yourself as a trader, not how well you see me develop as a trader and copy me or get convinced by watching me make money. You want to see just proofs in the pudding, man. Proof isn't my trade. It's in your understanding of price action. That's all it is. And I know that sounds suspicious, but that's our drive with this channel. And you know, Tanya trades. She'll trade it live in front of you, and you can watch her trade, and you can take it with her. If that's your thing, then Tanya's always looking for more people as well. So our purpose here is just to help you be a better trader and a better understanding of price action. So I hope that is a good enough answer for you. Because Merrick, you're welcome, man. You are welcome to stick around, stay as long as you like. So let's go through some of these other ones while this is faffing around. I'll keep my eye on it. I still got it in my other charts here, so we'll keep an eye on that. $6 a.m. run, 6 a.m. candle. If this breaks below here, then you've got this reverse happening. So watch market structure break. If we get below market structure break and this next one as well with this order block, then I'd expect to see this and this hold price to continue coming lower into our discount box, which is down here. So I don't really spend much time worrying about Dow Jones. You can see I spend like a few seconds on it. I'm like, yeah, I don't see anything majorly obvious. I don't want to go digging around too much in Dow Jones. It's not one of our big runners here. This guy sure loves to pull fib tools on his indicator. This indicator's got lots of stuff on it. I think it's this guy, this Lux Algo guy. He pulls fibs on these things all the time. And I don't know why is he pulling fibs up there? He's got lots of stuff in here. This, I don't even know what EM or EHPDA is. EHPDA. I don't know what that is. Still looking for copper to reach higher. Wheat hit the box. We get a nice kick off the box there, so we're looking for a run back into this the sticks here. Again, we're waiting to see if this these two candles hold price, or whether or not we break the low, use this inversion for a run back into the sticks. We've hit the downside box we're looking for, so we want to see if we get a reaction off the consequent encroachment now. So divide this into quarters and watch how it acts inside there. See if you run straight through it and pop through the other side, then we're looking for a run back to this breaker down here and taking out the range extension, taking out the lows. Crude oil. Didn't really give you what you're looking for here. We want to see if it gets through here now. Gets through that gap. We just come up and hit the top of it. So if there's a box to box type of approach you're looking for here, you're looking for here to here. So you want to see, these are your two premium and discount boxes. You see how it's run right into it, hit it cleanly, and now you want to see if it runs all the way back through this guy, extends the range lower, or taps it and goes box to box. I think last night we had in our, Hadi and I were looking at the charts before I went off to bed, and there was a 7-round boxing. I think I had it at 7. I didn't check it this morning, but it had 7 rounds of box to box. So round 1, box, box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it literally went bang, bang, bang. It just went 7, or it could have gone 8 rounds there. I don't know. I'll have to check again. But range extension. See how this closes above, which it does right there. This is a 15-second chart now. So we're looking for a range extension now. And I'd like to see it literally, it's topped up the top, come back, give it a kiss. Now you can go for your range run, extend higher. If it trades back through it again, you want to see market structure break, use this order block to come back into this discount here, or 50% of the range. So there's a nice retest. Now let's see if this starts pushing. That's what you're looking for in terms of range extension, is that break free of this here, come back, find support at it, and look for a run higher. Always pay yourself at rejection block first and hope for the high. If you can get that, if we get a nice displacement candle, then great. Then you start to use this candle and this as a continuation for a higher run. Just pop up there, just make my point so I can move on to the next chart. And it looks like Chris has not followed through with his plan. I offered to help him, and he hasn't followed through. So Erica's taken up the mantle. She's decided she wants to do a little private thing. So see how we're ripping right through the downside of it now. If it closes, then look for the close below here. It just did. So you look for this to run back down into this range. So if you don't get the range extension, you'd be happy you pay yourself at that rejection block. And now we want to see it tap this and come lower. Pull your 50% of your fib inside here. And if you can get 50% of the fib reverse and then start coming back up higher here, I'm all right with that too. 62% retracement, optimum trade entry reversal to continue on the upside. So if you pull from here to here, see if it lines up. And then you can do your tips on this as well. So 62% will put you back down in here. So 50% will bring you here, and then a dip down into this discount box. There you go. Bang, you hit that. 62%. Now let's see if we get a nice little spin around and head back higher. If we close below this, which you just did, now you look for this to arrange to extend even lower now. Look at that. Just popped below it, opened on it, came all the way through to the discount array. Mean threshold, looking for a reverse. Trade back through here and use this for support. Meanwhile, our NQ is still fapping around, so we can play in here. So you see how you're stuck inside this little range. You've gone from premium looking for an extension, you didn't get it. All you got was your rejection block and exact high. Traded back through this and took out the market we were looking for here. Now, if we want to see it take that out, that was the two narratives we gave you. The second narrative was it closed below, then opened up on it. Now we're looking for a run back to the discount, and it literally 30 seconds later, 45 seconds later, ran through it. We want to see it come back into it and then extend the range lower. It literally closed back up on this order block. And we want to see it extend lower. If it trades back through this again, kind of like what we were looking for here, a range extension, it traded back through it. We're looking for the same thing here. Tap it and extend the range down. Look for half the wick. And if you get back through it again, then you're looking for a run back inside this range. So you back up to that premium box again. But right now, I still want to see that low get taken. Or at least the rejection block again. Keep putting my coffee on top of that cable. The wife is your cooking kitchen. Try the. Yeah, that's right. Or just tape reading. Good morning. Good morning. I want shorts, mess or MNQ today. Looking for spot. Event Horizon PD array. Ah, okay. Thank you very much for that, Oladale. Thank you. Oh man, it's very slow. Hi Darren, can explain the first fair value gap stands for? Oh, first fair value gap, Scott. That's what FST, first fair value. Oh, somebody wrote it in there. First fair value gap. That's the first one that appears at 9:31, not 9:30, but 9:31 and on. How many people were still trying to find something out of that, still trying to commit to a trade inside that consolidation? How many were trying to push your trades, trying to find something, kept looking, hoping, marrying that high? That's consolidation. It's going to beat you up in there. So wait for something clean. So here's our, we want to see this trade that came right back into that first presentation. See, from here, I'd be like, oh, it's going to go higher. Oh, no, it's going to go lower. So that's the consolidation. And that's a key level right there. That's the linchpin that holds that to either go higher or it breaks and this drops down. So every time we're below it and hitting it, we're looking for it to run lower. If you get on top of it, then we're thinking it's going to come back into the range. Look for what it could bounce off of here. And first presentation, obviously. And if it trades back below again, then you have to switch your mind up and say, this is what consolidations can beat you up in. it's going low, higher, it's going lower, it's going higher, it's going lower. Consolidation, cam model 1, I want to see that continue coming down lower now. If it rips through this level right here to the upside and then uses this imbalance again, then I'm more positive. I would like to see this high get taken and use the order block and this to continue pushing back into the range. Rejection block once again. So rejection block to rejection block. Like to like array, so to speak. You've got the lows taken. Look for this gap here. You want to see the gap go up, and then you've got discount premium inside a small, tiny little range here. So those of you who are going long in NQ, and you kept trying to push this thing, it's going to go higher. You got pulled into the bull flag theory. It's where you wait for a cleaner setup for yourself. So you got a full retracement inside this range here now. So what you're looking for here, how do you get yourself out of this? What am I looking for? Looking for a run to an old high, which is right here. So there's an absolute downside objective. You want to see this stay open now. So go to the lower time frames and look for a 15-second reversal right off this initial 15-second presentation. And yes, I do believe in these, not just the 1 minute ones. I do believe that these first presentations do play an important role as well. And then always keep in mind ABS's 6 a.m. candle. So watch for a reversal on a 6 on the 15-second. Because right now in those 1 minute charts, you're looking for any opportunity for your reversal. When it starts to run back down into this level here, you start to go, ooh, this is a nice discount range here. I still keep in mind this level that we found support on before. I look at the range here, and then I also look at ABS's 6 a.m. candle as a downside objective. Because if we run through this, then this whole section has just been manipulation. That's why you wait for 10 o'clock, wait for your silver bullet. So I'm looking for any opportunity here to resume heading back for the carrot, that 4-hour box that Hadi was talking about up here, these equal highs, and all that shit that's been evading us for such a long time now, right? We'll make this to the 4-hour one. This box up here and in here. No, right there, this guy right here. So you're looking for all of those things, and we keep getting denied it, right? So now you think this is relative equal highs on a 4-hour chart. Come on, you got to give us something soon, right? So you're looking for your opportunity to see the reversal. If not, if this gets taken out, then you've got to start giving up the narrative that you're running there right away. This may be post 10 o'clock. You may see 10:30 take out these lows and then start to give you your reversal. So just watch on your 15-second chart for that opportunity. Sorry, that's a 4-hour. Ooh, see, now aren't you glad you didn't take that long? Because that literally ripped through any stop losses that you had. And we're right back through ABS's candle, and we're right back into Thursday's first presentation. And if you're jumping on this to try to go back long again, there's no logic to that. You're just chasing price. Wait for a setup, man. Don't sweat this. Unless you were trying to go long there and you had stop losses way down here and you weren't managing it. Don't beat yourself up. Screen capture that and say, look at how quickly on a 1 minute chart that can rip through and take you out. If you don't have, that's why you have that fail safe and a stop loss. Those two key levels. Your fail safe goes and that literally did one of these things and took you out. Your stop loss is there for these dramatic moments. That's how I look at a stop loss anyway. Ali, here's how you decide when you use a 15 second, because and pay close attention to this, because this is exactly what you're going to do on any other time frame. Any other time frame. Remember when I was talking about the Ford trade, the Ford Motor Company? I was looking at a 1 month chart, and then what did I say? As soon as it comes down to that 1 month area, where did I say I'd go? I said I'd go all the way down to the daily chart, and I'd look for a daily reversal for an opportunity to go long on that stock, right? So if you're in a 1 minute chart and it's hitting a level that you would like to see become like here's your discount array. This is an immediate rebalance array right here. And it ran all the way through it. Just literally tore through everything here. And we're right at 10 o'clock. So we'd like to see this 8:30 low get taken here. That's taken. Now what's next? Cheapers, creepers. Where's our next downside objective? Right here. Let me see what we got over here. So I'm looking for my next boxes down here. And that should put us right here. So now what you're saying is, I'm looking for, if I'm on a 1 minute chart, I'm looking right here on a 15-second chart for any reversal. So now you switch over to, now that you've seen the 1 minute start to hit objectives. So you're looking for that 15-second reversal. Didn't happen. Kept ripping. You're looking here. Is there a 15-second reversal? Did it happen? If it happened, and you can start catching this long. So now you switch over to a 15-second chart. If your 1 minute chart is hitting an objective you were looking for. So for here, I'd like to see this get taken to the upside. There's the reverse. And I want to see a market structure break to confirm it so I can run back into this range. Pull your fib tool and make sure you're in a 50% discount, below into a discount so you can get a premium. And then use your fib tool to save you. If it does not pay through there and keeps coming, this is my next downside objective I'm looking for, and I wait. You see how your 15-second, it took out this high? There's your reversal on a 15-second chart. You would have caught all of this right here. And I know Merrick, if he's still here, is going, yeah, that's all easy hindsight shit. But this is the same stuff we're showing you every freaking day. So watch. And we don't do it all hindsight. We do it live. So you see it. Trades through it and cleans out this low. Comes back into it. Now you get short, aiming for lows, and it continues to rip through. Then you see this, and if you're in that trade and we're looking for the next reversal to get myself out of the trade, if we trade above that on a close, not the wick, this was all a bold candle at one time. If you chickened out on there inside the development of this candle, then you just go, oh no, I missed all that because I acted before the candle was closed. Wait for the candle to finish closing. Then all of a sudden it just continues on the downside. We still don't get a reversal. You still don't get a reversal. And we're in our box down here now. So we're still waiting for that reversal. And if we don't catch it, you don't catch it. You just go, too bad, so sad, you missed it right there. But you got to be quick to catch that. And you got to be on a 15-second chart. Because a 1 minute chart, all the 1 minute chart gave you is right here. It popped below that level right there. And then literally came back and just shy of it. Still didn't give you your opportunity there. Ran all the way through this one. Didn't give you an opportunity there or there or there. Old low. Body rips through this old low. Then you have to say to yourself, I'm really in a discount portion. I've already hit the discount box already. I'm going to wait. And then you got to wait. And if you're chasing that price down and you're in money, all you're going to reward is bad trading. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Paulette. Good morning, Craig. I want a short MES and NQ today, looking for a spot. Man, if you thought that was going shorter today there, Craig, and you caught it, good for you, buddy. Now see how this has hit that downside objective. Now I want to see if we get a reverse. No, I want to see break market structure to the upside. use this for support. See if we can get higher on that. There's little tiny ones in here, but I want to see that start going from here. I like this office order block, but again, we don't have market structure break just yet. I want to see that market structure go. When you're dreaming. I want to figure out when to use that. I took one quick scalp on the break of the buy side liquidity formed in the pre-market, waiting for consumer sentiment to come in, and then found that entry. Good day, Alibaba. Caught that crazy short 680. Good. I called it, but was not in it. Paulette, I caught that long drop. Good for you. What is that downside objective? Woohoo, fiddlesticks. This downside objective is the discount box inside a larger range. And see how it's bouncing off of it? Now I want to see, we're just looking for a reversal now. A reversal opportunity. And I'd like to see us do a little migration back to that, just so you see that 6 o'clock candle. See how we traced right back to it, hit it with a sense of love and dignity, and then quickly ran away. Now you can see why Abs is very adamant about stare at that candle, watch that candle, watch how it acts off that candle, right? So if we run back through this and through this, find support, keep pushing higher, premium box, discount box inside this range here, I'd be looking for support at these levels. These are like the holes in the walls that you get your little fingers into. Climb up, get yourself up on this ledge, and then make a run for the premium array. Get above that premium array, and we hunt for the carrot. My biggest losses came when I held through news on the sell sides for that drop at 4-hour order block, and also the 1-hour SIBI. Fair value gap on the higher time frame. You like set 21706? I like 21692. 21,692. If we get down into here, we're already through the sell side of this little tiny guy here. Squeeze it open, you'll see him sitting right there. And here, you trade below him, right here, come back up inside him, and then continue to extend the range. So we're extending the range. Look for a run down into here. And what I'm looking for in the 4-hour chart is just a retap of this old high here, which is whatever that high is. The high is 691. So it's just a little bit lower than this. Looking 633. And again, you're looking for any opportunity for your 633 is the downside here. Unless we see a nice reversal. And if we lose the consequent encroachment of this BISI here on the 4-hour, let's look at the 1-hour. We'd have to get back through these two candles here. I'm not chasing price now. No, just wait. I agree, Hadi. Just let her sit, buddy. Wait for your setup. Right now, there's see how they're really holding people. Like how many people want to see these equal highs get taken? Like you got two plateaus, and when they take those, I tell you, they're gonna go. Whoosh, they're gonna slam right through them. There's a lot of people sitting up here. And lots of people all pushing for these highs, and it keeps coming back and taking them out. So it gets to the point where you're so frustrated. Because below this one, where are we headed? Where are you headed next on the 4-hour chart? Below that one, right here, right back to this gap again, right here. So I'd be looking in this area here for a retap and see if there's a continued upside on a 4-hour chart. So if you tap here, then great. We're coming back into this range. It's the 40, it's a 16 candle. Come back and give this a little tap. And you want to see if that goes a little higher here inside this range. retap that old mitigation block. These last two candles that don't take out an old high. You're back inside this fair value gap. It's a fill, so you don't want to see it come back here again. That'd be like, I don't want to see it come below that one more time. Otherwise, all you've got left is this high, this mean threshold before it goes lower. Got off at 6 a.m. Tap, thank you. Abs, I have runner NQ post position closed. Closed at former gap. Start of the day. 692 done, nice. Just following the rules. Next bus is coming. They told me. We're just waiting for the next bus. There's 692. So that's just the tap of this old high here on the 4-hour. Now I want to see that start really pulling back and start getting a little run in here. We've got above this level now. We've tapped it. Now I want to see this keep pushing higher inside that range. You've tapped off an old high here. I want to see us get back through that discount array we were looking at. Find some support above it. And let's start marching the sucker up now. Wait for break it market structure to confirm this swing, unless you're trading inside this range. And you've got your 50% if you're using your fib tool to march this out. You're into a discount here. That would have taken you out already. If you're using the fib tool, 50, hit 62, take a portion off, comes back, hits your 50, you're out of your trade. Now you're waiting again. We're gonna see, this is that one where we come back, retrace into it, go lower. So far we haven't got a body getting above here yet, so I want to see a body get up there. Otherwise this could be just another continuation on the downside. Come on, start slamming through there now. Back into this mitigation block. Doesn't take out any lows. You're back into the mean threshold of that. change in direction, find support, come higher, mean threshold of that little candle there. See that little imbalance? Tap it. Skip back through this rejection block now. And there's a little tiny right here. So yeah, you go, keep going. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we got to get through, look at your next upside objective. I'm looking right here. Oh, it's not fair value, it's inversion. You know what I mean, though. Love that 21 candle. This is what it's supposed to look like. I found, I got Tristan's old, or the new Tibbs. Watch the difference between these, that dot and where the new one is. See there? The little triangle marks the, that's what it's supposed to do. So he's got that working good. I just can't pull it up on here. It's actually on a, I have to redo this whole thing again, close it all down, restart it all up to get that other model. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm long off of this old high here, back inside the range, and I'm just looking for this premium box to get taken now. So you just go from this box here to that box there. That's boxing. You're out. There's that consequent encroachment again. It hits it, and if it reacts off, it comes back down. But we want to see this start to really march through here now and just kind of ignore this and get some speed and accelerate through here now. There's no reason for it to come back. We've already worked this side, and there's nothing really down here that supports coming lower. If it does, then I don't want to see anything get below this level here. So if you did take your long off here and you're inside that range, your stop would be down here. Once you break that high, you start off here, wait for this to break to the upside. It does. You march 1, 2, 3 different entries. Stop loss would go down below here, and now you're starting to march back up. Watch that premium array again. If we come all the way back down to discount and sit around here and faff around for a while, I don't want to see that. I want to see this just march, stepping off this candle here. Its mean threshold. I don't want to see this mean threshold get taken right here. And it's open right there. Mean threshold. I don't want to see that get taken to the downside. Otherwise, we're starting to look at this reversal here now. After taking that high, you see the reverse happen. And you've already traded through it already. See how we come back and tapped it already? So now you see this eats through here. So now you got, it's coming deeper into this range. So the next downside guy I've got is inside here. From there to there. We get rid of this one. Watch the bodies close. See how the wicks do the damage? Body closes right on that. That's what we want to see. Wicks do a little bit of damage. No, I don't want to see that come any lower than that. Carry on. Get back through here. Find support at that. March higher. See how these key levels, we're looking for them to provide support. And just as it's starting to come down, you go, where am I looking next? You wait for the candle to finish forming and it stops right on the level we're looking for. Now you say, all right, I don't want to see it leave through there. Now I want to see that take off. Now I want to see this level provide support right there. And I want to see that start going higher. I want to see the range extend and go higher now. We're just using this inversion as support to go higher. And we have lots of upside objectives on the 1 minute chart that above this level. So looking for range extension right here. Nope. Come on, give it a little pop. Oh, it did go above there. So that high right there is, I don't like to see these little pops. Just let's give me a big candle because you're going to accelerate through here now. I want to see a big bold candle go ripping through here. There's a range extension. That's the next upside objective. You want to see it break through. Premium side now. We're working the premium. Discount. Premium. So we're working the premium area. And you want to see it go. This has been work now. Stop faffing around. Let's go. And faffing is an ICT term, in case you're wondering. Look it up on the ICT index. I'm kidding. It's not. Dave Barry, I love your discipline, my friend. Good for you. I don't want to see this holding price here, this fair value gap fill on this side. On a 1 minute chart, you want to see us get above this level. Now it's reversed now. A little range extension came back through it. That's got my stop loss. It was sitting right in here. I did not want to see it get back through that one. And it just came back through. I was kind of hoping it would come back, give me an opportunity to get that trade. So small win. Now I'm looking for a discount array. And all you've got left is this guy here. Again, overlap. This could put us all the way back down into here. Not interested in this now until we get above here. It was just a quick run against all the trendline phantom people. Quickly ran you out. So we've got low taken. We have a reverse. So we have to see that get above that in order to go higher. Otherwise, back to the order block, continuation on the downside, and that next price leg to where we were just pointing at here. So here's a short from here. Watch as we get through the discount. We're inside this range here now. If you're going to go from box to box, there is no box here, unless you look at that first one we had right here, and we have not come back and revisited it. So order block, order block. So this breaker here, it takes out this high, come back, revisit the breaker, and then continue going lower. Look for the price leg to continue down from measure from here to here. The retracement back into the breaker, and then the continuation on the downside. You can expect to see, hopefully, that next price leg complete. You've got the downside objective in the next small range that you're in. Before, if we break that one, then you go to the next range, which is, it happens to be this guy here filling that whole range from top to bottom, because there's nothing else down in here, and, nothing else there. So that discount array here, we want to see this get back above this level. If we're deciding to go higher, you want to go higher above here. It does not become a breaker, it's mitigation, unless you look at these lows. But if you want to see it break above that high, then you're battling between these candles and these candles, and you're looking for that premium box again. You got to get above here though, otherwise you're just waffling around, taking a beating. I'd like to see 11 o'clock take out this low. And then see if you can get a little pump up. It might go 11, come back down 12, and then start pushing up after lunch or from the 12 o'clock low. Remember the 9-10 turn? There's your 9 hour all the way down, like 10 o'clock sets a low. So if 10 is the low of the swing, 9-10 turns. So 9 was the turn at the top, 10's the turn at the bottom. I want to see this break through the structure and start marching back up. And if that's the case, you're looking for the next price leg higher. And where does that line up? If you come back all the way to the bottom of this here, if not there, we'll say we'll go here. Where does that bring us? Close to this one here. Let's wait and see. I'm out of here. I gotta go. You'll have a great weekend. See you later, Abs. He's probably long gone. Just missed him. So on a 1 minute chart, let's look at the 1 minute chart and you'll get to see this looks a little more cleaner. There's your 1 minute chart range. Let me get this guy out of here. We're down into this. I want to see that start climbing up here now. See it climb out of here, find some support in these candles and this inversion, and then obviously clean out the break in market structure still, and then you got the run back into the range, the higher range. Darren, look at the daily chart. Seems that the fair value gap for the 5th February send it higher. I'm with you, Abs. I'm all about this sucker going higher. I do like the fact that we've come all the way back, retapped it. Yeah, that's nice. Good call. And it's right off the top of this down close candle here, right on the open. Retap. Now you just want to see it start climbing into a bull candle, taking out these equal highs, equal highs, and the premium objective way up here that we've been looking for since the discount array was hit. We want to see that premium array. Each one of those premium arrays we're looking for to get hit. And then this one, then this one, then we're looking for that one and we didn't get it. It reversed, came all the way, ripped all the way through us, came back to that discount again. We start ripping through each one of those premium arrays again. We're looking for these guys right above the highs here. So that's ideally where I want to see this turn into a bull candle now and start marching higher. And so far you've got a little reverse happening here on the 1 minute chart. We've traded back inside it, come back on the top of it, and you want to see this break above here now. And then use these candles and this inversion here as support. I think that's what we got on the lower time frame. So wait for a body to get up here. Wait for the close, and then use these two candles for, and that inversion as support or the highs. Your choice. Dealer's choice, or you guys look for your entry now. We have a small little market structure break here. There's a wick market structure break. I want to see a body break above here. I like this one, but I would really like to see us get back above this breaker here. We've already eaten through it. Like, its mean threshold has been mashed. Came back into 50% of this range and then pushed higher. So even if you're just looking for a quick extension here, now does that give us 50% of this range? That's what I want to know. It does. Price leg, then you see that's 25, 50, and then 75, and then 100 looks for a continuation above that. Then we're heading back for the carrot again. So I wouldn't want to see it come down below this area here now. We're back inside this. We've traced back inside here. No body above here yet, so just wait. This is a retracement into here. Now you want to see it accelerate back through this level right here on a close. So I'm looking for this little level right here. Getting above that. Off the high of this candle, that come back, retap the breaker. It takes out this high. They came back, just kissed the top of it, and now you want to see it accelerate through here and start pushing higher. Let's go. Hey, 950 macro. What a textbook example of a 950 macro. On a 15-second chart, that macro, beautiful. You don't even get a cam model off this. You have a displacement, but we don't have a body displaced down below the low to tap it and go. So yeah, you find that on a 15-second chart. And those of you who don't have 15-second charts, you wouldn't have seen that coming. But when a macro, you see where that macro just starts spooling? Boom. That is a textbook spooling of a macro at 950. And look at that, 950 to 1010 when the macro finishes. Tell me Michael's idea of a macro starting at 950, starts spooling till 1010. There's your 1011, 1012. You look for that low, bottom of the hour, 16, 17, 18 candles, retrace back into it. I don't know how many times I told you guys about these reversals. 16, 17, 18, right on the tibs. There's your 18, or there's your 21 candle right in the middle of your chart. 28. You get Crazy Ivan. Look back into the top of that one more time. Push higher. Now I want to make sure it continues. So we're looking right here now. I don't want to see this waffling around here because you might want to see 11 o'clock take this out before going higher. You keep missing the... Do you remember... I call it Crazy Ivan. It's not a Michael term. It's just, I remember from Hunt for Red October. Remember the movie with Sean Connery? The Scotsman who's playing a Russian? It's hilarious. He was, there's the guy would yell out, on sonar eye. And they go dead in the water because they're following that Russian sub. And then at the bottom of the hour, he always does this Crazy Ivan where they turn the sub to look back to see where the other guy's coming. And if he doesn't see anything, he turns and continues on. And if he sees you, he attacks and engages you. And at the bottom of the hour, at the bottom of the hour, you'll see this Crazy Ivan move where the trade always wants to come back and look to see if you're still there. And then it will continue on, is what we're looking for. So I always call it a Crazy Ivan. I don't know why in my ADHD head, it just keeps popping in my head. I see bottom of the hour, Crazy Ivan, he calls it. Everybody goes quiet, dead in the water. Hope he doesn't see you. Because if he sees you, he's coming for you. If he doesn't see you, he just turns around and keeps going. That's where Crazy Ivan goes. It's not an actual trading term. It's not an ICT thing. It's just the craziness that goes on inside Darren's head. That's all you have to think about it as. And I like to know that I can share my mind virus with the rest of you. That's where that comes from, Craig. It is not an actual term. It's just a small little observation. So look at the 1030. So 1027 to 1038, look for a Crazy Ivan. So for Tibbs, it's 1027 to 1038. Crazy Ivan. Now see how we've traded below this level? We traded here, we dropped below it, so I don't like to see that. And then all of a sudden we drop below here. So now we're coming back into this range again. So once again, we are waiting. We are waiting. So look for a low on this and then look for another. As soon as these lows get taken, look for another reverse here. And then you want to see it get back through that level right there. So once again, you're in this choppy consolidation. I think 11 o'clock wants to take out this low. And if it waffles around here, 12 wants to take that low before going higher. So wait for, so 9, 10 turn, right? There's your 10. If this doesn't finish here and you see 11 come through here and then waffle around and then 12 changes the direction, look for 11 to take this low out. It's not really kicking off of here the way we want it to. A typical one would have been off of here and this was great. It's a good sign. And then all of a sudden you see it come back through. You go, no, 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 no. I just want to see you tap that candle there. And we have not got a break in structure yet with a body getting above this level. So that's the first mild reversal. All it did would extend the range. And now we're coming back down. So I want to see this. So we've bounced off this level again. This would be buffering. If you're paying yourself at that high and it comes back, you start your trade all over again. I called it buffering. I don't know why I called it buffering. Buffering was pretty much saying, if I take this trade, we trade above this trade here, and I go, now I'm aiming for this old high here, and it goes back up, and then you see a reversal, and you, okay, now if it comes back to that candle, I'm out. You move to the sidelines. If it comes back and taps your trade box again, you go long. Now you aim for that high, you get it, and you see a reversal, and you go, I'm out. I'm going to wait for it to come back. I tap it again. I go back in. If it gets above here, great. Now keep marching higher. If I see a reversal back on here again, then I get my trade out. So you've taken some, you take some. Every time it comes back to your level, stop loss starts here. You do your fib tool, low to high, 50%, 62%, that method I showed you. And then, so you collect a piece, collect a piece, collect a piece. And then if it rips back against you, it buffers any losses you would have taken on the wrong side of this. I call it buffering for that goofy reason. Yeah. It's a nice opportunity. I like to see it bounce around in here and start to slowly find support at this and then start running for the premium array. Because if we start, there's your next macro about to begin. So watch for this trade below here, otherwise range extension, and there's lots of liquidity still sitting down here. And that full fill of that fair value gap has already been done here. So I wouldn't want to see us close below here. If we do, then I'm looking for this one, and there's another discount array over here somewhere. There's a small little imbalance down here. And no, I never ignore those. They may be minor, but I don't ignore those. I've showed you lots of times they come back and tap them and go. This, I want to see this as being there. Okay, we're done coming any lower than this. I want to see that support in here, get above this gap in price, and then start looking for that premium array again. And then if we can get back on top of that, then Walgreens gets back into its usual stance on running higher. And then we've got this really big premium array above me. So I'm looking for these as the next stepping stones for Walgreens to climb out of this. And then if it starts to pay a dividend again, then you'd look for, you collect a dividend down here on a $9 trade. And if they slowly start to pay higher dividends over the months or years to come, and you've caught it at a nice discount, then you're, you know, this time next year, if it's sitting up in here or aiming for this level, and you're getting dividends like 13 cents or whatever it was, that's significant when you paid $9 for it. But you got to be saying, well, what if that goes lower? Well, I'm just using the boxes. If it goes lower, then you got to say, all right, I'm going to move. I'm going to wait until we get back above here, or wait for a reversal on the daily that gives me support to go higher. See how we got a body above that level? Now you want to find support here and start pushing the range, extend the range. ES did not take previous day's low, hey? ES, the same kind of situation you got going on. It's a lot of chop going on in here, though. You want to be wrestling around it with this? Be my guest. Yeah, there's a lot of traded below it. You want to see the range extend. It didn't. Traded back through it. Support, support, support. Premium level. Traded above it. Trade back into it. Looking for range extension. Higher. Get through the mean threshold of this candle. You want to see market structure break above here. I tell you, look at that. Ready to snatch you. Run on that low at 11 o'clock. Look at that. Next macro beginning. You got to be ready for the smasher, man. Smash and grab. So what's our downside objective? 21,639. This guy here. 634. It did a range extension. Look at that. Just did a slight range extension and then slammo. If you didn't pay yourself there and move your stop loss, you got your ass kicked. That's the discipline. You got to just religiously follow through with that. I got to stick to my rules, pay myself, take a portion off, move my stop loss and my fail safe. Because if these things do these whipsaws and you still got a stop loss sitting down here, it just came ripping through you and any profits you made. So remember that buffering thing? You know, you're paying yourself on the way up. This is an example of what happens if it comes ripping through you and takes out your stop. At least you paid yourself enough times to buffer any losses that you take on this kind of crap. This rip through and take you out stuff. Look at the volatility in that. Friday. Protect yourself. Your fail safe has got to be there. Your stop loss. Keep it tight. Don't overcommit on a Friday, man. This is a great example of demoralizing people along the way. So we've hit this downside objective here. I want to see how we're acting in there. So again, look at this. It's got to get way above here. That whole thing takes the premium and discount. So if you get a fair value gap like this, look at your 15-second chart. There's your first one, and you got to get above 50% of that. It just hits 50%. Come back down, look for some support inside here. All the way to here. Stop loss here, fail safe there. If it drops below, you want to close. Takes out this, your wiggle room is this guy here, and half this, no, just the wiggle room would be the fill of that fair value gap. Tap, I want to see that start pushing higher now. That's a 15-second reversal. And I'm not touching this right now. It's just so, wait for some nice solid market structure break. On a 1-minute chart, you still have not seen a reversal on a 1-minute chart, like a solid break above an old high. Oh, I guess you did right there. That one finally took out that one, but we did not get a change above this old high. And man, what a quick rip back on you. That'll take out the best of you if you're trying to run with that. You keep looking for these equal highs. Oh, we're going to get those equal highs. Better spritz with that cologne, the Hadi cologne. Spritz with lots of it. Bathe in it right now. Patience, patience. Have a good weekend, everyone. Calling it early. Good for you, Peter. That's clearly a manual manipulation. I can't. No, you can't. That is manipulation, and that's really trying to catch the people that are trying to run for these highs. They're ripping back and taking them out. That's the 11 o'clock run on the liquidity. A little deeper than I was expecting it to do, but now is 12 o'clock going to run this one more time and then start to move? I don't know. I'm just thinking about Tibbs now on an hourly. 11 o'clock finish off its thing, 12 o'clock set the low or the new direction. So we'd have to break this high on a 12 o'clock, come back, find some support at it, and then start moving higher. And look at the size of the gap though. That's SIBI. It's huge. There's over 100 handles just in that alone. 661 to 798. That's 130 handles of just quick down within 30 seconds. Dropped almost 140 handles. What was that there? 800 to here. So 163 handles in 30 seconds. Sometimes you're just hoping to get that all day. 30 seconds, it quickly smashed against you. The reverse back in here. No, just out of curiosity. I like pulling these things all the time. So looking for that upside objective there. Find support in here. That will also give you the fill of this and the top of that level right there again. Wait for to see where it closes. Start pushing through here. Swept a little low. Look for this here now. And the mean threshold and the open. So you see how you're kind of banging around between these two right now? This one's sitting over here. Usually when you break that to the downside, you come back up, find support at it. You want to see it smash all the way through and keep coming lower. And now it's hit that one and banged off of this one here. So you're banging around between these two. Are you going to come lower? So you have to see this take it on the downside and keep coming lower. Or you want to see it pop through the top of this and start to run higher. So these are the two. This one holds price to go lower. This one holds price to go higher. And now you're baffing around between those two. And we've been going lower for quite some time this morning, since the 950 macro began. I don't think they're done taking a sweep on this at 12 o'clock. We're not climbing out of here. So I would love to see this 12 make the low. So that continuation, this, you want to see that consequent encroachment. That's nice. Now we're breaking through the downside of this. So looking for a range extension. And I'm looking for that 12 o'clock swing. So through here, back into this one again. So you're looking for even further downside at 555. Be another 500 handles. And then if that's where we end for the week, let's look at the, let's do this. Where could we end up for the day if that is the high of the week? So if we rip down into here, into this imbalance that we see, we tap that imbalance and then start to come back up again, we could close the day, sorry, the week off inside here. If we run back through that this afternoon and we start pushing higher, then I'm again looking for these equal highs above us, looking for the imbalance above us. The mean threshold of the candle should be right at the top of the imbalance, and then rejection block, old highs. But that's wishful thinking right now. Mean threshold is right here at 633. We already hit that, have we not? Oh yeah, we're through that already. 620 something. Next week could be a nice little pump. Or are we coming back into this box here? If we see this little dump down into here, and then next week we're looking for a reversal on the 1 hour chart for an opportunity to go high and run for these highs again. They're not leaving these untouched before any big drop. They're going to run that up there real quick. Equal highs. They're not leaving that untouched. And then you still have this fair value gap that hasn't been filled, and that premium array up top from discount to premium still has not been hit yet. And the bottom half has been hammered. We come back against all the people running for this high. We keep running back on them. So they start to run up, run back on them. Run, keep running up, run back on them, right into that imbalance, I think. So go back to the 1 minute chart. And you'll see again, oh sorry, we'll leave that on the daily or the hourly. We'll close that one out there. We'll hit Gary's button. And then see how we've traded below this level now. Come back in here, find support off of this, keep coming lower, extend the range. That's clean price action. If we just keep waffling around in here, back inside that range, looking for this order block here, slowest down close candle. Its mean threshold is right here. If you mark You run through it. You use both of those candles. I like the last one. If you get through the mean threshold of it, then look for our higher prices, looking for a run back up inside here. There's nothing here except this premium array here. We get back up on top of that. Got to get on top of it. That one slightly closed above it, opened. Now you want to see that mean threshold go and then equalize again. That's just waffing around it, man. So now once you get above here, then forget about the extension. Body closes above that count. This is what we're looking for over here. Body closes above this little swing. There's a small little imbalance down here for a fair value gap. You don't get that one. It runs through this one, and then you get that one on a retracement back inside this range. Pull your fib from low to high, 62% all the way back up to last up close candles wick. Body hits the body, bit of a reaction off of here, back into this fair value gap. I want to see an extension again. Take out these highs. Say you traded above this little level right here. And you see how hard this is to trade because it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. And you got to keep changing your mind over and over. But you have to be flexible, because if you find yourself marrying an idea, oh, we're going lower. Like I said, I want to see it go lower, and it didn't. It did not extend the range. Well, where's my rule for if it breaks the upside? I know that the range won't extend if I start getting above the discount array again, right? So discount array, we hit it. You want to see it extend the range now. It doesn't. It just extends this small range here and then trades back through it. We came back to this premium array inside that small little range here. Now you want to see range extension again. So now we're looking for the same thing we were looking for here. I'm looking for that here. And if we trade back through this level again, then I'm back inside this range and I'm looking for that little tiny guy down here again. Inside the consolidation. Try and stay on the horse. $18 will get you a nice coffee, my friend. $18 is better than $1,800 loss, right? Getting caught on that with a stop loss that you didn't put in, that there is an account cleaner, especially if you over leverage. Those young people who are over leveraging, or even old people, no, not young, age has nothing to do with it, but inexperience. If you just, I'm not putting a stop loss on this, I think it's going for sure. Rip. It just emptied your account, especially if you over leveraged it. It's like, oh, it's going long now. I'm in this. I'm leveraging up. I'm just going to trail my stop loss, or I'm not even going to put a stop loss on this. I'm so sure it's going to wham. You're buying a new account. I'll see you guys next month for a new account. See how we traded back through this again? We don't get the range extension. You're back inside the range. So now you're inside this little range here. Now, if you get above it, you're like, okay, now we're going back high again. So you got to think about where it's closed. See it closed above. So now you're back to, I want to see this candle here get taken on the upside. If it trades below it again, then I'm back inside this range. That's how I use these. And you can switch your mind. And if you're in a consolidation like that and you change your mind too many times, where should you be? On the sidelines. Because this just makes it look like, oh, you keep changing your mind for no reason. No, I have my reasons. I have my reasons. I want to see this go higher now. And if it trades through it, then I go, oh, now I want to see it come lower. I want to see, that is the pin that holds my long or short in place. Now, if I'm keying off of this, I'm inside this fair value gap. You want to see this little swing that was taken. You want to see that close above it, come back inside this and use it for leverage to go higher. And that little sucker right there the premium inside this range, because we have not extended it yet, that premium still becomes important. We come back up, we drop below it, so I'm going lower. Nope, now I'm going higher. All the time we stay in it, now I'm still going higher. That's the rule, I'm still going higher. Confirmation is if I get a body above here, come back, find support inside this to go higher, great. Then I want to use it to a body to get above this and use these candles for support to go higher. So just watch them. I'm not making it up. I'm just I'm trying to say it before it happens. So there you go. We got a candle going above it. You've come back and tapped it. Now I want to see this climb above here. This is still providing support to go higher. And you got to be prepared to change your mind. And I don't care if I'm wrong. It looks like I'm wrong in front of you. It just means the other narrative that I was looking for is panning out. I'll give you both sides. If this, then that. And if it keeps switching up on you like that, and you keep going, oh, it's taking my other narrative. What I want and what it ended up giving me are two different things. Should I be in this trade? No. Just study it. This is great price action studying. So now we've got a body above here. You want to see it trade no lower than that. And now it has. It's whipped through this. If your stop loss was sitting here, you're under tons of pressure right now. There's the low. And see how the body's just closing below it here? It's tapping it. Now that's going to take your stop loss. That one there is now saying, I'm going to go lower. Now your stop loss is taken, see? And you got, that's just really tiny, but you got to see it. Look at where that candle, so look at this candle's high. Look up here, this candle's high is 6945. Look at this candle's close. Oh, sorry, this candle's close. 6495. And the close is 69375. So you are just one slight tick below that, comes back up, and then look at this one. It's high, 69425. Come back, give it a kiss, and keep going lower. You got to be able to see this stuff, and that's how quickly you have to change your mind. So you're coming back lower into that range. And then you went, boop, you gave it a little tap of that inversion one more time. And now we're going back deeper into this range. And you're looking for this guy right here. Stay on the horse, you guys. It's frustrating as hell if you keep getting taken off. But this is why you build narratives in both directions to support that. So watch this level right here. There's another one sitting right there. It's 656. There's 656. Now watch for this level down here. Premium and discount. One holds there. Then I'm looking for this order block here. I tapped it right there. Now I want to see if that rolls over and comes back down here now. And this would be interesting to see for a range extension. Oops. See where that one settles out. We're inside this order block here now. I want to see that come back down, and I want to see this. That will give us our 11:30, 12 o'clock. That'll give us just a sweep on these equal lows. If that's the next price leg lower, and I want to see it get through this little line here, find support of that line, push lower. If it runs through that, then back inside this range again, and we're back over here. So there's the 656 that we were looking at right there. And if you rip this open, you'll see it sitting in there. See it right there? And yeah, you have to put it. I mean, yeah, we were calling it before it hit it. So you got to be able to see these little ones, and don't underestimate them, man, because from there to there is a gap. This imbalance is sitting right on there. So if you're looking at this little spot from here to here and extend it out, you hit it, discount array. Inside that range, your first discount array, and then the second one is sitting right in here. So run up here. If it runs back down, look for it to break through here, find support at this, and keep coming lower. See, now see how we're back through that? So forget this idea. There's a little tiny guy right there. Right there. And yeah, you got to look for him. There's one right here. Shit. See that? Sorry, that's right. Not sitting on the, there. See it? Right there. Bing. Nicely. So that little sucker there, we called it 656, all the way up to that guy there, premium box, little tiny ones, I know, but that's a little consolidation. Now let's see if we can get right there above that level, because now we're looking at this imbalance here. And above you is this guy right here. Find support at this level now. On top of it, start running for these equal highs. Because if this rolls over around 12 o'clock and comes back and cleans this lot out, that's ideally what I'd like to see. I'd like to see 12 o'clock set a new low and then start to run. I'm very defensive on Fridays to protect Green Week, which hit my goal. Absolutely, Craig. Oh, look at that. There's a nice little run. So now where are you looking? So now I'd like to see that just quickly, immediate rebalance, start running, ripping higher. We've taken this high out. We've come back into this high. And now you want to see it rip higher. And I am moving my stop loss. I got right in off that. I see that come back and go, oh, that's delicious. Run higher. And just so you don't think I'm bullshitting you. Oops. Where's my freaking mouse gone? Catch it before it takes my stop loss out. That's the trade right off that high. Taking that longer. And it just took me out. So yeah, I didn't want to see it come back and revisit that a second time. So, where are we looking now? Immediate rebalance right in here. Bottom of that guy. Wait for a discount range inside here. I don't want to see it go any lower than that. It's through all of this stuff. Back in just waffling around, just hammering people. 62% retracement. What have we got down here? We've got this guy right here is the discount box. Let's see if we reach for that. Good for you, Ollie. If you're green, get out of this scene. Get out of this market right now. Move to the sidelines. Say sayonara. Move on. Wait for another. Wait for next week. This afternoon might clean up a bit more, but look at that hourly. Just nailing that discount array there. Bang, bang. Where do we go from here? Finished. Thanks, D. All have a nice weekend. Check out railroad tracks on the 5-minute. Hilarious. On the 5-minute. That is a Ginsu moment. It's chopping you up. That's like just chopping people up right there, man. When you see blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow all the way through, that is a Ginsu. There's our downside objective hit. Now I want to see if we reach into this busy here some more. Consequent encroachment is a piece of the staying open, and will we run back up above these equal highs? Then I'm looking at the mean threshold of that candle. Right from in here, somewhere around there. Now, if you're frustrated and you're still trading this, you want to try and discipline yourself just to study kind of price action instead of engaging it. Just study it. There's no reason you can't just enjoy a price action study today. If you're all wound up and worried about I've got to make back my money, there's a lesson for you to avoid Fridays, especially non-farm payroll Fridays, when the markets are so, as you see, so manipulated. They can just smash you. So don't walk into the weekend with your head hanging down saying, I could have, I should have. Just screen capture it, write down all the emotions, look at the points that it nailed you, what you were thinking. Did you just chase price? Be honest with yourself. Are you chasing price, or are you actually looking for your entry? And if your entry's not there, then there's no reason to take it. Yeah, those are small, higher time frame. Make it clear that lower time frames have no intention of doing anything until the higher or the low is closed beyond, then we can look at a trade. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you there. If you're into this kind of stuff, and then if you don't break out of that, you want this high taken on a 5-minute chart and use it for support to go higher. A 15-second chart, you're trading internal range liquidity. That's it. And that maybe is matter of from here, 655. That's 100 handles still on a 15-second chart. So you can still nibble little pieces out of it, but you got to be super nimble, and you have to see a clean setup in that chart. If you don't see it, don't touch it. And it's Friday. Don't go into the weekend with a loss. If you're up green, don't move. A little fella right here. Extend that. You'll see why these little, you don't ignore these little ranges. And people say, bullshit, it's not going to come there. You watch. You watch. We did one the other day where we had a little tiny line up there. It came up, hit the line, and smashed all the way down to the discount array. Do not underestimate these small little imbalances that you think are insignificant. They are significant. See how the bodies are still holding on this discount array. You don't get the run below. You've got a reversal here. You've taken out this low. So now you're looking at this guy right here. So if it runs through 1 and 2, if it takes out that guy on the high, then you take these 2 candles. Because it hasn't, you want to see it retrace back into here and find some support off of that. If it doesn't, you wait for it to take out that high and then start looking at that one. There you go. Now it's tapped it. Now you want to see it leave, get above here. No body above it yet. Just wait for a body to get up there first. We could still come back and revisit the bottom half of this now. That's a discount point. Fair value, your stop loss would be sitting here. So got a reverse. This could be the 11:30. No, I want to see not this low. I want to see this low get taken at lunchtime. If it's that one, this is the start, and you want to see something quick reaction. But we're 11:30 now, so you could see a late rundown in here for lunch for 12 o'clock. And you want to see it leaving. You don't want to see this faffing around. This is a 15-second chart, you guys. And if it's faffing around here like this and not accelerating and getting out of here, Ginsu knife. Chop, 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 chop. You're just getting chopped up now. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Now up to 686, maybe. If it trades through this, look for range extension. Trades through it right there. You see that? Close below it? Tap. Range extension. That's how quick it can happen. Bing, hit it. You're like, oh, I'm on the wrong side of that. If I'm taking that trade long, I'm out right away, quick before it takes your stop loss. Extends the range, hits right on. Remember that little level we were talking about? It becomes important. If that's not a clean example of why you pay attention to these little tiny imbalances, and we talked about that way when it was way up here. We put that line out there. Go back and you'll hear me talk about it long before we ever hit it. And you see it hit on the freaking money. You never ignore these lower time frame or these little tiny spots. On a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, you go, what the hell is that even aiming for? You don't even see it here. But on a 15-second chart, did it hit an array? Tell me that's not algorithmic. And I'll tell you, you crazy. I'll tell you, you are crazy. Lovingly, of course. Crazy's okay. So, low taken, reverse. Looking for this guy here this time. Little tiny close above. You're inside it. Close above, looking for a range extension because I've really got nothing. All I've got is this little piece right here, overlapping. So range extension, you got your range. Now you're looking back into this. And you want to see this, give you some intentions of getting out of here now, right? We've come back, look for a tap on here. We have a displacement, consolidation, give it a little kiss, and then you want to see it start accelerating out of here. If there's your reversal, taking out a high, small reverse, you've traded below it already, come back inside it. So now we're back into this range, there to there. You're going to come back. You got to see it get through this on a close, and it's not. And you want to see it retap this guy down here. So you're, there you go, retap there to there, inside that small range. Extend it. We want to see 12 o'clock get down here. Oh, I want to see 12 o'clock get down there. So look for this guy here. And now you move it to that last little bottom piece there, right there. And we're looking for a range extension. I'll put it down here. If we can get below here for lunchtime, 12 o'clock, inside that box, then I'm looking for a change in direction. So for you 5 minute people, where for you on a 5 minute chart do you want to see it break above all this? You want to see a big displacement, come back, use it for support, eat through that premium array, and then start marching higher. Otherwise, you got lots of new day opening and new week opening gaps below you. So a little plummet down into this new week opening gap on the 20th. And if we eat through that, then you got further ones. You got lots of them overlapping here. Now, when we get back through that level, you go, oh, we're coming back inside this range. Did it hit 50% of the range? Right on it. See it there? As soon as you see it pop through, you go, now 50% of this range. If the range was longer, it'd be nicer, but there's 50% hits, then comes back through this level, find some support of this. You want to see it keep coming lower, because if it jumps up above it, then you're looking for a run above 50% back up into that premium box way up here again. So that's like right on 50 there. So now you're looking for a range extension, a continuation on the downside. And if it pops back up above here again, you're looking for this guy right here. Have your two narratives. And if you're trying to trade this, it's craziness. It's craziness trying to trade this. So wait till you get something cleaner. This is not clean. We're just staying on the horse. We're studying price action, and we're just trying to build our narrative. This one is a good example of you're above, you want to go higher. Now you're below, you want to go lower. Literally in one candle, you change your mind twice, all because of one specific array. Or I do. So what seems like waffling is just me staying on the horse. It's spinning right now and it's bucking. It's trying to throw me off. I'm like, it's going long. Nope, it's going short. Now it's going long. So now you're still short because I haven't got proof yet that we've got changing our mind. That becomes my linchpin. It becomes the point where I decide one way or another. Not that I commit to a trade, but till I see something cleaner. But if this is waffling on a 15-second chart, that's a 5-minute chart. A 1-minute chart is giving you this. Can you trade that? Especially when it's making that kind of mess on a 15-second chart. Stay on the horse, man. That's all I'm trying to do. I'll be back for marathon session 2 after lunch. Hopefully they have decided what they want to do. Got to think bearish because it has been higher all week looking for the 1-hour chart. You're looking for bearishness inside this 1-hour chart. Let's look at that 1-hour chart on a larger scale here and say, we've got this big ass gap sitting right here. We could come back and retest this again as a downside. I like this fair value gap here as inside this range as a discount box, because I bet if I pull my fib tool from, let me get this guy out of here, remove. If I move my fib tool from this range low to that range high, we're over 50%. We've hit 62% of the range here, and we've hit the discount box. So we've gone from premium to discount, and it's just below 50%. So that's a discount box. If we stay inside that all the way down to the bottom here, you hit it, and then you see it reacting off of that on a 1-minute chart, and you see a nice clean setup on a 1-minute chart, then you start to look for a run back to these old highs, which we've already cleared below them, come back into them. I want to see that fair value gap get hit, and then look for the premium array back inside this range. And where is the premium array on the hourly? It's sitting right up here. You got to get through these old lows first, and that's the upside objective I'd be looking for. And if you clean that up, then we're running for the equal highs if we get above that on the close. That's how I'm looking at the 1-hour chart anyway. So still looking for any potential reversal inside here. 12 o'clock, just give me a stab down in here, and then I'm looking for a run from there. See how we went below it, finally traded above it here. Again, now you're going long. No bodies get below it. It runs up higher. Runs up higher. Comes all the way back into rejection block again, like right on the money for rejection block. Now it's turning on you again. Welcome to Ginsu Central. Now I'm looking for a discount one down here. We've traded below it, trade back into it. Inside this range. A little discount fella by himself, a little imbalance right here. Is that little price or volume imbalance right there. Back to the bottom of this one. Find support here, start pumping up through this, go higher. I still want to see a run below here. I want to see this just stab down into here for 12 o'clock. Come on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Mama, bum, bum, boom, boom. I love the way it's just smashing back and forth here. I'm not giving you any opportunities to say, look, I'm acting cleanly. It is definitely not acting in a clean manner. You want to see range extension. You want to see this return to here and then smash down. It doesn't. It just literally keeps climbing, bouncing back and forth inside here. This is, I have to admit, this is super hard to read now. With any level of consistency, not even worth playing. Any level of consistency is so hard, and you're just chasing price. I'd be chasing price if I was trying to get in on this right now. And just trying to read it. This horse takes you and then just throws you and goes, I'm going in the next direction. You get back on the horse and like, he's throwing it. It just keeps changing up on me all the time. Going higher, going lower. Premium array, running up to a premium, coming back to a discount. Take this out on the downside, then extend the range. So you want to see, now you can see why if you're running back and forth in this and you see a 12 o'clock turn on the Tibbs, and then you want to see a nice break above here, and you want to see it just give you a nice clean run. Like suddenly the guy gets his finger off the button and stops manipulating this, and you just allow it, the algorithm to smoothly start taking over again. You want to see breaks above these highs, get above this 5-minute cluster here. Right here. Yep. Right here on the 1 hour puts you right into this new week opening gap down here. See that? A close of the new week opening gap puts you at the bottom of this hourly imbalance. And that puts you down at 594. Yeah, it's good. It's good study time though, Hadi. It's good study time. Now you know why they say NFP is not for professionals, not for players, not for people. Not for the patient. There's that one. Now the discount array is at 9594, we said, right? Is it 594? Yeah. 594. We finally took out that low. What we're looking for. I like it. I like it. Keep coming. Give me a nice lunchtime swing. Right at the macro. Give me a macro start spooling. Start spooling. And even though you're still looking at this, you're going, okay, now we've traded above it. We've tapped it. We're looking for a higher run now. How many times have you got beat up in this thing now and you've lost confidence to take your trade? Screen capture it, write it. Say, I saw the setup coming and I finally saw this not finally break. It takes off here. I saw it, but I didn't engage in it. Why? A little psychological corner here. You're right in here, psychology. When I got beat up in here so many times trying to look for opportunities to see price, and it kept running through my level and didn't give me a clean entry setup. And then when finally the clean entry setup happened and I didn't take it, I got frustrated. Why? That's the whole thing. It throws you off. You get so beat up in these markets, you're terrified to enter it now. Acknowledge that. So yeah, it worked. I saw the frustration of being in the market over and over trying to find my setups, and it kept knocking me out. It kept running me every single time. And then when it finally did it right at a time I was expecting it to happen, then I got frustrated. Write it down. Say, how do I fix that now? What's the opportunity? Always go into the weekend with a positive mindset. Just say, well, I wait for all of this mess that threw me off before, and I see that this now starts to get cleaner and taking out old highs, taking out market structure to the upside, and we're starting to get some clean action. I wait for the next opportunity to get in, or I just go, good to know, Friday, stay out of the markets, especially NFP Fridays. I can get beat up in here. Here's why you hear the infamous NFP Friday. Don't F with it, people. NFP. No effing possibilities. No freaking plays. Or whatever way you want to look at it. NFP. Not for players. Not for people. Bodies. Look at that. Right on it. These little proby wicks down there, I don't even like those. Even though they're coming into the mean threshold of that candle, I don't even like them. See, it just suddenly, we're going higher. No, we're not. We're going to come back and dig you out because it ain't 12 o'clock yet. 12 o'clock. Now I'm looking for tips. Now when I'm looking at a 15-second chart like this, I'm looking for tips to give me something. So go back to your 1 minute chart. What do we got here? Do you want to be messing around trying to find something in that? Perfect TGIF place. It'll be nice to see a glass off this afternoon. You see it all suddenly the price just smooths out and starts to act. Somebody finally gets their finger off the button, stops manipulating these markets, trying to hold the algorithm back. It keeps trying to, somebody puts their finger on it again, manipulates it some more. But all this, that's Candyland up there. All this manipulation, Candyland. And we're not trying to predict lows, but we're just trying to catch whatever low that we see in a logical level. We're looking for a clean reversal. A clean reversal. Come on, Tibbs. 9 more minutes. Tibbs, 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 Tibbs. and I'm out of here shortly. I better put my socks on. My wife's gonna come down here and say, "Come on, we gotta go." I want to say I'm ready. If I get back this afternoon, I'll pop on and see if we can find some glass. Afternoon. So logical level, new week opening gap. Again, there's lots of more gaps below you, but a new week opening gap to me is a stronger one than a new day opening gap. So I like to see this big magnet pull on liquidity right into the bottom of it at 9.5 or 594. And then see if we get a nice little order bounder. Now we've taken out those lows again. How delish is that? Like you said, JVK, nice perfect TGIF Friday retracement into the lunch hour. After lunch, start to run back into that 2 o'clock level, set a high, and then settle down into your TGIF Friday 20 to 30% range. And again, I'm not going to take a trade. This is just a narrative. I'm ending the day with $18. They're so low leverage that, hey, I can pay for my first sampler meal today at the chef's kitchen. So I know how Craig feels. End the week on a positive note, even if it's a $20 bill in your pocket. And then wait. What's going on over here? Keep your eye on that level. I'm going to have a little pokey in here. Look at this. Shreds, Phil. It's the shredder. Shredder. Gold, what a plummet. What a drop. We've hit that level. Now there's the premium array. I like to see we're still aiming back for the sticks back here. We hit that level. We come back into this order block. Now we've dropped below it, come back into it, dropping lower. That's good. I want to see it aim for the sticks below us now, or I'll put the sticks right here. I like to see this and that. That's the downside sticks we're looking for to move the ball down the field this way. We're still waiting to see if we close below here today or tomorrow, or today. Today I want to see it close below here, come back into this to go lower. Cocoa is hit here. Looking for a reaction off that, nothing yet. Rude and crude oil. Discount. Runs through the premium, extends the range, reverses, trades below it. You don't get an opportunity to get back in this, but look at the swing. Hit off the swing, back to the discount, box to box. Now you want to see it reverse in here. If it trades below this on a close, look for range extension further. Right now, I'd say I want to be bullish inside this at a discount. Stop is tight. You want to see that run back up inside here. Small little range. Get on top of this candle. Look for a run back into the premium box again. Right here. Looking for that as upside objective now. Downside. Hit here. Now I'd be moving my stop loss into profit just because of this lunch hour situation, and just see if that pans out. If it doesn't, if it comes back and takes you out here, you at least paid for your trade. Gold. What did we get? A nice reversal on gold? Yes, you freaking did. Maybe I should start looking at gold more often. Here's your reversal in gold. Body trades below it. We come back. Where do we hit? Perfect. 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 Inside this range, where's my discount box? Right here. If you're boxing, right there. Let me put that in this proper spot. Right there. That's the discount inside that box. Box to box trading. There's your box. Done. Now, do we trade through it? Yes, we do. That means we're extending the range. If you can trade, oh, boom, it takes the range and extends it. Then you want to see it trade back into it and then extend the range. So you'd like to see this wick in here. It went ripping through, extended the range right away anyway. Then came back, hit that drop down, gives you this small little change in direction. You've traded above that level again now, so now you're thinking deeper inside this range. From fib tool, pull your fib tool on the range from here to here. As soon as you break that high, you're above 50%, so you want to get a discount here if you want to go higher. You don't, it runs up to the optimum trade entry reversal and then reverses on you. So wait till it breaks this level. It breaks it on the downside, so when you trade back into it, you're looking for a range extension. It trades below it right here. Boop, comes back up, hits it, right in the consequent encroachment of it, extends the range. Bam, all the way down, reverse. You don't get a chance to get in on it here. Look at this whole range. So always keep thinking about this. So here's your range. It trades above that level. There's your reversal. You don't get a chance to get in on it, so you wait for the next one. You know your 50% discount is here. So next one, it trades above it right here. And you go, well, if it comes back in here, I'm going long. So here's how quickly you have to play this using the fib tool. Right there, you're in a discount. It goes long. As soon as it hits 50%, move to break even. Take a little chunk of your trade off. That's the rule. If it hits 62% right there, you take another chunk of your trade off, move to 50%. Bing, takes you out. And you go, all right, is this an optimum trade entry reversal situation happening? And in this case, it is. It takes out this low, this one, trades through that, and then trades through that. Now you say, I'm going to go long here. And then all of a sudden it goes boop and trades below. You go, ooh, I'm on the wrong side of this. It traded below me. It's going to extend the range. I want to see it come back into this box and extend the range. Just like we talked about on all of this stuff. I want to see the range extension from here. Again, you've got to follow that rule, if that is your rule, by the way. It trades below it. And you go, shit, I'm on the wrong side of that. Before my stop loss, which is here, and I wanted to go long, traded below it. I get one opportunity to get my trade out, one more opportunity to get my trade out before my stop loss gets taken. That's fail safe. That's fail safe. Your fail safe saves you. You're out. You took the cost of your trade and you're done. Move to the sideline. So you're like, whew. Now, if it trades back into this one more time, I would like to get it short there. Or you say, I'm on the wrong side of this. I'm changing my direction. I'm going to get short. Comes back. You want to be one tick above that high because you don't want to see it break through it. Otherwise, we're running back into that range again. And then it continues and extends down. And then you say, if we trade above this reversal, now that I got this short, if it trades above this on a close, I'm out. So that's short. Now I'm out if it trades above it. And it does right here, and you go, oh, the moment it comes back and taps it, then I'm out. Much like you got in on this one, I was on the wrong side of it. Now I'm on the wrong side of it. It's coming back into this range here. That mean threshold is the last line in the sand for me. Look at it, hitting perfectly on the line of sand. And you go, all right, I'm out. Now I'm on the wrong side of it again. You wait for it to take out that low. It takes out that low and say, great, if you can come back into it, give me one little kiss here, I'm going to go short. And now you're in short again. That's a smoother run than what we were doing over here on a 15-second chart back there. It's acting the way you want it to act. You're saying, okay, we're just coming back into a deeper run back into this small range. What candle have I got here? I've got that last up close candle's mean threshold is the line in the sand. And you'll see how many times I keep telling you about look for the mean threshold. That's the line in the sand. If it holds, great. It does, trades back through. You want to see this discount or this BISI get taken on the downside. It does right here. Can you trade back into it? Nope. So you say, this is my next discount array here. Do I trade through that? Yes, I do. Do I trade back into it? Yes, I do. Now I'm back in sync with the market for low. That's way more cleaner price action, the way we want it to act, than that crap we're in over here on a 15-second chart. And that's a 1-minute chart. So you can see all these different opportunities where you say, I'm on the wrong side of this. How do I get back in the right side of this? Well, as soon as it trades below, comes back in, I'm breaking even before my stop loss gets taken. Develop your fail safe. You'll develop, you got to come up with a reason to buy into my fail safe idea. If you don't, then you're just relying on your stop loss to save you. Almost done. Discount, premium, discount, hits it, premium, hits it, box to box, done. Bitcoin. This is marching higher now. This is my fear. But I took money. I managed to nail this absolutely on the beezer. Bought right here and caught all the way up to there. And I was like, I'm out. Why not have some money in your pocket and just wait, move to the sidelines now? I'm looking for seasonal tendencies, and I have to wait for this stock to come back in May, April or March, April, for us to give us another little pump down into here. If I can get this in March, April, then I'll go long on that. Disney, retracing again. Stretch it out, look for it. Where is it? I just pointed it. Where is it in here? It's right here. Right there. And yes, it is a small little insignificant. Yes, you cut through all the candles. And now I'm not form fitting it. That's exactly where I'd be looking if I was hunting for this. And you saw me do it earlier. So I'm not just form fitting this. As soon as you trade through it, come back into it. You're looking for a continuation back inside the range again. Where am I looking for? This discount box down here. So for Disney, I'm looking in here. This is a 15-minute chart now. Mean threshold. If you lose the mean threshold, break in market structure, use this candle here for support to go lower. And you want to see it dig down into this discount array here. And then you're looking for a pick up a deal there. Don't forget this little fella here. That's on a BISI though, not a SIBI. But don't discount it, because it's also sitting right at the mean threshold of this last down close candle that initiates this run. Okay, so you want to see this breaker get taken on the downside, come back into the breaker. It takes out the small high here and initiates this run, taking out this small range high. Some people might call it a mitigation block because it does not run out above this old high, but there's a swing point here. So by definition, if it takes out a previous swing high, it's a breaker. Somebody might want to call it a propulsion candle or, I don't know, vacuum candle. I try to keep it simple. I just look at it and say, is it an area that should provide support or not? So anyway, Disney. So you got to get through the mean threshold of this candle now and start running this chunk out here. Right there. You want to see it run through here, find support in here, and start running for this, using that guy there to run into the discount array. Walgreens sitting ING. I don't even look at these anymore. Royal Bank. I want to see a structure break with a body down here. Then I'll get more confident that this bank may be pulling the other ones down below with them. It's a big bank. So if it starts to pull these other prices down, I want to see it break through the market structure, and the rest of these guys should start to follow. And they're all pointing the way where they want to go. It's like this was a set price that price will eventually reach for in the coming weeks. That's my theory. That's my theory. I've told Gary about this a while ago. Sometimes when you see these big wicks go whipping down and then they come back up again, it's like here's a hint. This is the direction I want to go, and I'll aim for it. So you'll see that kind of a big wick moment like that. You'll say that's like the area, the set point we want to aim for. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. We'll refer to this video on February the 7th and see if I'm right in the weeks to come. We're in that discount box again. I don't want to see it start ripping through here now. I want to see this it can waffle around in here all the way up to right here. That little imbalance right there. I'm okay with that. And I'm all okay up to 1425. Just so you know, what I'm looking for is this little piece right here. And this little piece right here. I'm looking for those SIBIs, and I bring them across and I say, are they overlapping? Are they looking for level of support? And then I say, let's just drop this in here, and you'll see why they're sensitive levels. So let's say I look for this first one right here. Look where it hits. Look where the top of it is, right there. Look where it hits. Then I look for this guy here, and I go, that guy there. Look where it hits. So that is the upside. I don't want to see that pop above that. Otherwise, I'm thinking it's coming back into this range again. And so anywhere inside this little box is where I want to see it stay. That's all I'm doing. Right inside there. You can come up into here and then give me another nice little price leg down. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if this was the craziness? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Not saying this is actually going to happen, but I'm just playing. No, let's be silly. They owe you $2.25 for every share you bought from them. Okay, it's not going to do that. Or is it? No, it's not going to do that. That would be like, we're in the hole. We owe you money. You buy our shares and we give you money back. $10.10. I can hear my wife already tapping out there. So I'm going to be look at that area there. So I'm just kind of interested in seeing this box to see if we get a retracement into this box to come lower. And we're already in the mean threshold of it, or consequent encroachment of it. So I'm all right with that. So anyway, we got CAD, all these other guys. What do we got going on here? US dollar decides, nope, not going any lower. Welcome to Friday. Holds everybody else up. We got a little pump above the 25%. And then we're back inside there. So hello, Friday. Looking for a deal. Looking for a deal. Seasonal tendencies on the deal. There's that downside objective we hit. Right there at 594. That's that weekly right here, new week opening gap, and we've had a nice snap off of that. So wait till you get above here. You got to get, and you want to see something accelerating through here. This has been chopped around so much, you don't want to see any more. And it's 12 o'clock. Ooh, right where we're calling it, right? So no more faffing around. Let's get busy. You want to see if the charts start ripping it all the way up there now. and see if we can start getting back into a 707. $744. Anyway, that's it for me, you guys. I'm out of here. We'll see if we get that continuation now. You've hit my narrative for my 12 o'clock. I see this break above here. I want to see a market structure break, find some support, and you just want to see if market structure breaks and these old highs, and you want to see it smoothening out now, like we saw on that gold thing. You want to see this market just start to give you some clean runs now. If not, then stay the hell out of the market. So anyway, I wish you all a safe day. Be careful out there. It's a crazy price action. It'll come back against you and smash you if you're not careful. So if you've got some profit for the day, move to the sidelines, be happy with it, and I'll see you guys on Monday or Sunday. I'll be inside the charts, giving you my kind of a lowdown. Hadi will give you his lowdown, I'm sure. Derek and the boys will give you their ideas of where they think the market's going to go for the rest of the or next week. This NFP is over, so we start a new month, and I'm looking for some fun price action. So kind of keep your eyes peeled for next week, looking for some clean action. We'll find it. Don't sweat it. We'll get you what you need for your trades. So don't panic. Your markets are waiting for you to be patient, and it will provide you in abundance. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Sunday, or I'll see you in the live chat. Much love, much respect, you guys. Love, love, love. Be safe. Take care of yourselves this weekend. I'll see you on Monday.